Today, I wanted to talk to you about the difference between a dream home versus creating a home where dreams can happen. And this was something that kind of hit me a few years ago when I was kind of restless. Dallas and I were going to show homes. We were looking at all this beautiful decor, beautiful architecture. It was something we love to do as a date. But I was just starting to feel restless because it felt like it was still so far out of reach for us. And it made me just kind of feel discontent for where I was now. And I kind of started to feel stuck, that I was stuck where I was at right now. And I couldn't fully reach that goal until we could have the whole package, right? Which felt like ways down the road. So it was kind of this all or nothing kind of mentality. But once I started to think through this idea of creating a home where dreams can happen, it just totally changed things. Because I started to realize that as we started going to these show homes and I started to look at Pinterest photos, I started to start analyzing them differently. And I started training my eye to see the beauty and the excellence of why I loved something. And I'd start looking at it and going, oh, I really love that. Why do I love that? What is it about that I love? And I started to realize I could start implementing those things today. Like a lot of those things, once you actually broke down the pieces and defined what you liked, you could start implementing some of those pieces right away. I didn't have to wait. And I started to realize, really, this is just, house with four walls. I have a house with four walls. I can start creating some of this life that I'm seeing here and I really love. I can start creating that in my home now. There's no reason I can't transform my room to be what I want it to be now in little ways at a time. And I think one of the benefits of doing that in little ways is that, one, it helps you as you're trying to figure out what your family needs, what fits you, that you can figure that out in small little bits and test things without having to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff and then feel like you splurged, you bought the wrong thing, it doesn't really fit your family, all of that kind of stuff. But the other thing about buying things in small little bits, as far as just the transforming and the transition, is that it keeps your home feeling fresh. Just, it's exciting to see your home slowly transforming over time and to just be able to see that journey that's happening. I really started to see that the life I was creating in the home was more important than the stuff. And however I chose to decorate our home and whatever I chose to do with our home, it needed to facilitate our life and our goals and our dreams and our family. It needed to fit for us. And I need to figure out what my goals were so that I could fit our home to be able to fit into those goals. There was a lot of just letting go of certain dreams that I thought were things I wanted, and I realized they weren't going to fit us. And I was just chasing what everybody else was chasing out there. And so I started to let go of those things, and I started to realize that meant a lot of simplifying. And it's a lot of simplifying life, decluttering things so that I wasn't spending all my time managing my stuff because my goals were to spend more time with Dallas, with the kids. I didn't want to be just taking care of our home all the time. And just starting to really not put that financial pressure on Dallas as far as like what I wanted. I think sometimes as wives, we don't realize how much pressure we sometimes can put on our husbands on the things that we want, the things that we desire and want to do. And so I just wanted to release some of that financial pressure on Dallas so that he could actually pursue some of the dreams he wanted to do and put us in a place where, if we try something and it fails, that's okay. We just pick up and we try again. And, we can try hard things. We can try to do our dreams. And, if they work, that's fantastic. If we fail, then we're not afraid of failure. We'll pick up and we'll try again. But we want to live our life without any regrets. And we want to live our life trying the things. I didn't want Dallas to feel stuck to a 9-to-5 job because he had so many ideas of things he wanted to try and do in life. And so me just like simplifying our home and not putting pressure on Dallas that way, I think really helps him feel like he can chase after those goals. And in return, I feel like that's so rewarding in terms of our relationship as well. I also realized that our house was not a museum. And I started to realize it was not about getting all the perfect pieces and everything just right, because our life and the reality of this season of life right now, we have 2 little kids running around. Sometimes we have other friends and other little kids running around over the day. And I started to realize I do not want to be stressing out over my stuff. If something gets broken, if something gets wrecked, it's one of those things where it's just a tool. It's not the dream in and of itself. It's a tool to get to the dream. And the bigger dream is my kids and my family, my husband. And so I'm not going to stress over stuff getting wrecked, but that also means I need to be careful about the kind of things I buy so that it doesn't become hard if something gets wrecked. And so I start to realize that things are either tools towards accomplishing your goals or they're obstacles in the way of accomplishing those goals. And so what you really need to do is just start looking at your home and starting to go, what is helping me accomplish the goals of who I want to become? And what is getting in the way? And it's really like defining your goals in terms of who you want to be so that you can see, okay, this needs to go. It's not fitting that. This is perfect. This can stay. And you start getting rid of those obstacles and it starts freeing up your time and helping you to be able to pursue those dreams in a way that wasn't possible before. That a lot of times stuff actually gets in the way of our dreams and what we want to do. So maybe just going to leave you with this idea is that really anyone can have a house, but it takes something special to really be able to create a home. And that's something that I'm trying to do. It's something that I'm on a journey for, and I've by no means perfected it. I am still have a lot of things in our house that I am on a journey to transition over time. I have a lot of ideas of things I want to do, but I'm excited about the journey that has happened so far since I've started implementing and I've started transforming our home to fit us better. And so what I'd love to do is in the next video, I would love to give you just a tour of our home and space and talk about the different pieces, why I have the things I have. Hopefully you just find it inspiring for you as far as where you're at. So if you're interested in that video, consider subscribing so that you're notified when it comes out. Yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.